Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the Avar Khanate. If you haven't seen the previous part, that's good. Alright, so let's get straight into it. In this episode, we will be following the story of Khan Yabghu, who found himself in power after the unfortunate demise of his grandfather. Wanting to avoid being cast into the shadow of his prestigious father's image, Yabghu would prepare for a campaign against the Great Moravians. Marching on them not long after, they sieged Nitra, and it seemed that the Moravians had thought they could get away with attempting to defend themselves. Unbelievable. Eventually they came to their senses and gave up Nitra, like they should have. Inheriting the blitzkrieg tactic from his grandfather, he'd take captive the enemy within 28 days. And following the steps of his father, Yabghu would establish a legacy for his family. And to celebrate the second millennia, although 4 years late, Yabghu would invade Moravia, taking a southeastern region. On the request of his humble courtier, Yabghu would send his army in on the courtier's claimed domain, in exchange for vassalage. In desire for Moravia with his absolutely not fabricated claim, Yabghu would attack Great Moravia for his birthright. Taking the unlucky king to his prison quickly, he'd win the war, with the king of Great Moravia giving up his land in Moravia. Witnessing the murder of his daughter in front of his own eyes, Yabghu would alert everyone in his reach of what had happened. Yet he picks up the pace quickly after, starting a small attack into Bohemia, and thus adding southern Bohemia into his Khanate's land. Unfortunately for the king of Sicily, it seemed as though he had inherited Slavonia, land the Avars had set their eyes on. And soon, a legendary battle had unfolded. The already unfortunate king of Sicily became even more unfortunate and got captured in the battle, thus having to fold and give over Slavonia to the Avars. Noticing Bulgarian weakness because of a Bavarian invasion, Yabghu and his forces would invade for Sirmia, a neighboring duchy. Though unfortunately for Khan Yabghu, the Great Moravians would invade for Moravia, not wanting to be Great Moravia without Moravia. That's a lot of Moravias. Quickly winning against the Great Moravians who had came, ill-prepared and heavily disorganized, Yabghu would regather Avar forces near Sirmia and focus on Bulgaria again. Catching the Bulgarian army off guard around Banat, they'd be sent running back home. And not long after, they'd surrender. And as tradition by now, another invasion of Great Moravia was in order. What is also a tradition is that the Great Moravians suffer defeat. Add on to his already glorious rule, he will add yet another legacy for his family to eternally remember him for. And out for Bulgarian blood, yet again, he'd get exactly what he asked for. 4,000 dead Bulgarian soldiers. And Makva in Avar hands. Having found a rival to kill, Yabghu would now formulate a plot together with his new allies. He absolutely did not bribe. Do not let the American propaganda convince you otherwise. What is America? I don't know. Growing older and more stressed, Yabghu would start to feel worse and worse over time. Having always seeked to explore the northern lands before his imminent demise, Yabghu would head north with some caravans. And in his adventure, just like he wanted to, he dies, leaving the realm to his son. Left with a house divided against itself, it is clear to his son that he must act immediately. But that is for the next episode. Thank you for watching and have a spectacular day.